Start with Dan Savage, OrlandoMagic.com.
Cliff, when you look at this Pacers team tonight, what are some of the challenges that they present?
Well, I think first of all is you can't turn the ball over. They're creating a lot of offense with their defense. I think they're third in points off turnovers. They're like second in steals, maybe third in deflections. And so it's going to start there. And when McConnell comes in the game, he's been a problem for us as he is for a lot of teams. And then the other part of it is just keeping the ball out of the paint. They're first in points at the rim. And I think a big part of that is Brogdon and Sabonis. Sabonis is driving the ball. He's catching the ball a lot on the perimeter and driving the ball. So that's been a strength of ours in the past. That's been better the last two games, and it'll have to be good again tonight.
Okay, Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, when MCW is able to play again, do you anticipate playing him more on the wing or at point guard?
Actually, I'm working on that. And I think we can have two menus so that we have, flexibility within our lineup. And he's comfortable playing both spots. So I think, for instance, I envision a grouping on the floor, for instance, where, we do it a little bit now with Cole and Aaron, and we could do the same thing with MCW, where either of them could be initiating offense.
Philip Rossman-Reich, Orlando Magic Daily.
The last two games, the teams held the opponent under 100 points. I mean, in today's NBA, that's certainly at least a minor accomplishment. Are you seeing the team kind of find their way defensively? Again, I know it's kind of come in fits and spurts this year. Does it feel like the team's starting to get the defensive concepts they need? Yeah,
I feel like the last two games were much better. Cleaner with our coverages, better on the ball, but more than anything, our team defense, our help, our rotations have been better. And, that's going to be our chance, our chance to make really good improvement. We need to make progress on both sides of the ball. But for our team to, have the type of year that we want to, we're going to have to be really good defensively.
Roy Perry, Orlando Sentinel.
Steve, you're getting some guys back. MCW is closer. Farouk's been working out. In terms of Chuma, what has he been able to do lately? And how has his attitude been as he works back from the injury?
Oh, Chuma's a great worker, and I think he's obviously, I don't know what the word would be, disappointed or frustrated that he had an injury because he worked so hard to get back. But, they all jumped in the other day, when we did the walkthrough parts. Yesterday they were all participated, and the other day in practice they were all able to do the non-contact. Chief did, Chuma did, and MCW did. So we're working as they're getting better. Obviously, you add a lot of offense and some defense as you go along, and I think they're all guys that pick things up quickly, but we want to make sure they're on top of it so when they do get back, they're ready to go.
Jeremiah Johnson, Indiana Pacers Television. Jeremiah, I think you're on mute.
Sorry about that. For so many years, the Pacers have been a dominant defensive team, but they're doing things a little bit differently this season with the new staff. What do you notice about their philosophies and the way they're playing defense?
Well, they're still good. I mean, they're like 11th, I think, going into tonight, and I think that their ball pressure, their passing lane pressure has made them difficult to play against. And then also, Nate has done a lot of the things that they did in Toronto, where they're mixing in some zone. They'll play box and one. They were very aggressive the other night with Doncic trying to double team him in the post, triangle and two. So, we prepared for them in a similar way that we would Toronto, where you have to be ready for not just their base defense, but, being aggressive, for instance, with Vooch in the post or, Terrence Ross in his catch and shoots, and then some of the, combination type defenses that the Raptors use.
Jeremiah, did you have a follow-up?
I'm good. Thank you very much.
Yes. Josh Robbins, The Athletic.
Steve, do you anticipate MCW being able to play tonight?
He's not playing tonight, no.
Any other questions for Coach Clifford? Aaron Goldstone, Pinstripe Post.
Thanks, Coach. Sabonis has always been, a really good player, but from watching film, what areas of his game do you think he's improved in the most, and what's attributed to his game really hitting this another level this year?
Well, I would say it's more catches in space, playing outside and actually just putting the ball and driving the ball. He's still posting up a lot early in possessions. He made 3 threes the other night. But I think more than anything, they're 5 out sometimes right now, and it's given him room to play off the dribble, which he puts a lot of pressure on your defense.